yet.
Ever.
So what are Lana and Lissa doing?
You want to go while you still remember that you need a stim pack.
See, I meant to use it last round, but then I forgot to actually apply the healing and quit carrying. Because I have a feeling if any of them hit me again anyway, I'm going down regardless, so I may as well save the stim pack.
I may as well save the stim pack, so if I die, I don't have to just buy another one.
It would just be a critical. Like,
yeah, those,
the critical's going to happen either way.
Yeah,
like, I don't have many hit points.
Yeah, the 12 points of damage there with the Pierce 3 would have,
Right? So there's no point in actually using a stim pack for me right now.
It would have bypassed all Lissa's soak and taken her straight from 12 to fucking nothing. Lissa would have been down.
That'd be fine.
So I don't know if I want to double aim and fire and risk hitting Rack or not.
Double aim, bring yourself up to 10 strain.
Look, Rakcharr has a lot of wounds. You would have to deal a lot of fucking damage to take him down.
Then I will just aim fire and not strain myself.
I'm not gonna strain. Alright.
You know, it's not an important situation or anything. Well, at least it's short range now.
Mm-hmm.
So your one purple is a red then, right?
Actually, I am... Are you going all Berserker Wookiee on him?
Oh, I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of him. I ain't gonna move into range anymore.
I want to... Because I might not even actually get through his soak or anything if I hit him.
You might not know.
I would rather use my action to assist Rakcharr by, I don't know, using fire or something to help prevent it from being able to get a good position against him or something, so that he gets the boost die on his attack.
Okay.
Or maybe, like, picking shit up and throwing it at it to distract it so he gets an assistance.
Sure, we'll go with that.
And what can I use my maneuvers for?
Punch it.
I thought that's what the maneuver was for, assist.
Is it?
Sounds like.
Using your reference sheet.
Then I would be downloading
Downloading.
downgrading, is what I was going to say.
Although it does say assisting engaged ally. You might have to be next to me.
Yeah.
Basically, you could be engaged on the other side of me, away from the dead trooper.
This is too much work. I'm just going to shoot.
Screw.
I figured Ryan would eventually reach that apathy threshold. It's pretty low.
Aim pew.
Now, again, shouldn't that be a challenge die because I'm engaged with the target?
I'm just going to roll the challenge and replace it.
Well, because you hit, I think that means I got hit.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't hit, though, because... Wait, no.
You would hit. You get extra successes. You have 10.
Wait.
Well,
It's not his first shot, though.
It's replacing the challenge die.
Which already has a
right,
fail
it's
on,
replacing
so yeah,
your
it would still
difficulty
succeed.
Die. Yeah, you would still have that.
But it would be at
success
2 advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, 4 advantage total.
That's 9 damage, pierce 1, so that takes off 2 wounds.
Yeah.
God, I feel so feeble. Sorry, Rack.
Rack, I'm sorry.
You can still trust me. The voices didn't tell me to shoot you.
I'm just incompetent. Don't worry.
I'm taking all 4 advantages to the face.
Okay. Just rub it all on your face. Narrativistically.
I'll give 2 of them to Rack, actually.
Thank you.
It's the least I could do.
All right.
Hey, you guys have the same number of wounds.
It's literally the least I could do.
Yeah, thanks for putting me up to your wound level.
Gonna aim and shoot.
Socialist party.
You're gonna aim and shoot. Okay, remember, There is a red die involved.
Hey, there's only a 1 in 12 chance of rolling that to spare.
1 in
Now
12
that you've said that.
every time.
And actually twice in a row now, that would be a what? 1 in 144?
Here we go.
It's a 1 in 12 no matter what.
Alright.
Not really a
I
hit.
mean, 2 in a
Doesn't
row.
go.
Yeah, you basically have one advantage because
Just throw it ahead.
the 8 damage does not go through the soak.
Woo, Rat got his 2 boost after all.
Alright. Well, Rakcharr, he does miss that part of his neck that he used to have. It was a pretty nice part. He was saving that for later.
It was delicious.
There's also a piece of his lower back through the laminate armor that he once had. He remembers that piece too. Not too focused on that bit though. Can't really spare the opportunity to look behind him. He's gonna lower the blaster, pull back his vibro-knucklers, and attempt to punch this fool. I don't suppose he has any melee defense, does he?
Nope.
Alright, just checking.
Just a shit ton of...
Woo! He's Rakcharr pissed! Okay,
13.
that is, adding the extra damage, that's going to be, with the successes, 15 points of damage before soak.
And it pierces
Here's
one.
one.
Pierce 1. 15 damage, Pierce 1.
And vicious one.
And, he's gonna use the Triumph to... Let's see here. He's gonna use the Triumph to kick the Death Trooper back with the other. He's gonna use the advantage to swivel his head to look behind him and sees no enemies.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Alright. Is that in combat?
Don't know what you're talking about.
That ends combat.
We're going to need to clean up those wounds. That's something that's going to have to happen.
Slap patch.
I'll take a look at that bite.
So who here has medicine?
Well, that's what the military med pack is for.
The
giving
med pack has
giving anyone who uses it who doesn't have medicine a medicine skill of 1.
Just rub it in against it.
Rakcharr still looking at Lana.
Alright, I'm back again.
Well, who do you trust more? The person that shot you or the person that's hearing all sorts of voices?
Or the murder bot.
Or the ship.
Rakcharr is swiveling his head between all these individuals.
One of us. One of us.
Who has the highest intellect?
So, out of
The
curiosity,
crazy one. The crazy one always has the highest intellect.
just to check, want to make sure which one of you shot me. Probably wasn't Jay, because I think that would have hurt more.
You'd be dead.
My shot
maybe.
basically bounced off that laminate hat. Hat, not that one.
About that. Sorry?
I forgive you.
Just trying to help.
Also, Rakcharr, if it's any consolation, I wouldn't shoot you. I'd stab you.
I appreciate that, Jay.
You are way too tough.
That's supposed to be considered.
Not tough enough. Aaron, you missed that thing fucking bit my damn neck with 6 successes.
Oh, man, you a zombie now.
He fucking rolled 6 successes, a threat, and a triumph, Jay.
You're gonna be a vampire and we won't even know because you already have fangs.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
be a
claws.
vampire.
I already have fangs and claws. I'm fucking booked already, man.
We won't even know it.
Alright,
Oh, man.
alright, Chris, go ahead and fucking medicine me. I'm still it'll only be 1 difficulty. I'm still at less than half of my wound threshold.
Man,
Rub it in
Wookiee
there.
Zambies? What we even gonna do?
Just see if we can fix this, right? I mean,
Yep, and
can I get my nurse over here, the one that shot you?
It gives
Well,
you a...
don't try to fix the critical.
Like you can just worry about the normal wounds first.
Yeah.
Obviously, the military
You
med
wanna-
pack gives you a
You want to
proficiency
keep the
die.
critical.
Well, you know, I suppose we actually do. Yeah, I do like that critical.
Oh wait, never mind.
Can I get a hand from the nurse on this medpack application?
S3PO isn't here.
Not that
nurse.
Oh, heavens.
I am a perfectly capable combat nurse.
Combat's over.
Exactly.
Some of you put a bandage around my neck and stop talking about it.
Yeah,
Somebody put your fingers in it. You could have used the boost.
Well, too late.
He needed it now.
Lissa didn't trust you. Lissa's gonna take one more strain.
The irony.
You might as well do that on the critical as well. I don't want an extra +10 on the critical with these guys.
Alright. I'll take the nurse's help on this one.
It's only a 1 purple critical.
Alright.
Alright, that takes care of it.
And add another strain.
Could you also rub some salt in my wounds?
I don't know
I already dropped below half wound, so it'll only be the 1 purple.
Rakcharr is more than happy to assist. He'll make sure that Lana's soul...
Lana looks up at you with pleading eyes.
Rakcharr, like, pulls out a claw and
then,
says...
Then she remembers the image of Rakcharr in passion and cries a little bit.
Simulating the throws.
but I'm not that great of a helper. You only get 1 boost die.
I know. It's 1 difficulty because she's pack above half.
Yes.
You don't come from a race of people that... And I got another boob job. Every time Rakcharr puts his hands on me.
I'm just supersizing my woman.
Ooh. Suddenly the visions all make sense.
Ew.
Just to heal all your strain along with all your wounds.
All of everything, okay.
You're fine.
Magic hands. Magic hands, Rakcharr.
You?
Dude, he does the Miyagi.
Wax on, wax off.
Oh.
Well, I feel a lot better now.
Your clothes are ruined.
'Twas ever thus.
So now she's in sexy torn clothing.
Clever girl.
She belongs in a jungle environment, not the cold treachery of space.
Are you coming on to me?
Do you want me to come on to you?
Whoa.
Everything you say sounds like you're although the veil is getting thinner and thinner.
It's more than the veil, it's getting thinner.
I didn't get that one.
Just threw up in my
I
mouth
felt
a little
bit forced.
That's what she said.
Alright, in the hallway you guys are in, lights start appearing, sort of directing you somewhere. Start turning on.
Very sorry about that.
Let's see, Magic Hands Rakcharr, who sensed that we were heading towards the bridge because somehow he can do these things. Well, are these lights guiding him towards the bridge?
They seem to be going in the general direction of the bridge.
Alright. Rakcharr
That was
looks
the
up.
direction I was already heading, so...
Yeah. Might as well follow these lights, I guess.
I'll start walking out front again if anybody hesitates.
Yeah.
Despite my squishiness, I'm intent on finding this thing.
You might wish to stay behind me, Lana.
Some of these people are crazy, you know.
Anyway.
Maybe not that close, Lana. I haven't forgotten where you shot.
Magic hands.
Anyways, the journey to the in the direction you think is slow going.
Alright.
Bodies litter the thing, everything just equipment litter the floors. It looks like whomever lives here doesn't take good care of this place.
Someone lives here?
That's what you're thinking.
There's something here. I'm going with some kind of person or creature suspended in machines, keeping them alive.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh yeah, we didn't make our strain recovery thing.
you arrive at a door which Rakcharr has been seeing, which has in the big letters of that language, basically, which Rakcharr has assumed from now to mean.
What?
It says bridge.
What does a triumph on a strain recovery test do?
It just means you
It's
recover.
just a success,
It's just a success.
Just a success in this case.
unfortunately.
Can't be super special all the time.
Rakcharr reads the door and says, I think this is what we're looking for. Well, it is one of... It's the bridge.
Mhm.
I think.
Press door open.
You press what appears to be the door open button. The iris around the iris of the door,
The Irish.
the iris opens.
How sharp do the edges of this iris seem?
I don't know. How about you touch it?
Spooky sharp.
It went into the wall. I can't.
All right. Well, in you walk with a rather bland view of the ship graveyard. There's a few what appear to be some sort of consoles, but in the center of the room there is a giant circle. It seems to be a cylinder of sorts filled with some sort of
Mm-hmm.
gas.
Rakcharr stops walking.
What color is this gas?
The gas is blue.
The worst of colors.
Not Gand or Keldor.
Rakcharr lifts a... Rakcharr scrunches his forehead because he probably doesn't have eyebrows.
I want to attempt to sense if there are any living things in there.
Okay, roll. Is it force sense?
Yeah, it's force fail.
Okay.
Once again.
I am pure dark side.
You cannot tell one way or another if there's anything.
The Force is trying to tell you something about
Force
how you
is-
should be
the
on
Force
the
is
fucking
muddled.
dark side.
Anyways, once
All I see is thunderstorms.
all you see is thunderstorms and Rakcharr's.
Oh
Face.
god. I jump in the gas.
Ululating cries of...
Anyways, once everyone is inside, the iris closes behind you quickly.
I'm willing to walk up to it.
As you walk up to it, there is what appears to be what actually appears to be a miniature electrical storm happening on the inside of it, and a face appears inside of it. It's just... It looks human. It just stares at you. The thing just sits there and stares at you, wondering if you will be making the first move.
It doesn't have any wounds. We already won.
I mean, so you got us here. What now?
I'm just thinking of all the fun things we'll do together in this little world of mine.
Uh-huh. So I assume you know us. We don't really know you.
Mhm.
Want to do some introductions? I mean, it's formality. We're gonna be playmates.
Oh, I already have an idea of who you are. Lissa Vox, Rendili Star Drives engineer, former engineer. Rakcharr, Shadowboxer, and murderer of Huts extraordinaire. Lana Sol, Togruta. Pass. Lana Sol, Togruta.
Fucking worthless.
Moving on.
I don't. As the thing is, like, I don't know. I don't want to know how far back you want me to reveal right here.
I don't care. That's up to you.
Lana Sol, former operative for the Imperial Intelligence Services, and J3PO, hodgepodge droid made by a slicer gang somewhere. I forgot where.
Doesn't
All
really
powerful
matter.
entity says somewhere.
Does that about cover it?
But who are you? I mean, we're kind of here. We dealt with your last batch of toys. You got some nice meat carpeting.
How do you
Meat
see
carpet.
that?
What?
Eh,
I asked
How-
how she sees it,
Okay.
being
Yeah.
vague about what it is.
Cool. I wasn't sure to whom you were referring.
I see everything as a network, a connection between one thing to another.
It's the Force, but how
The
do you see it?
Force.
The She looks at you puzzled by
How
what
how do you see into that and talk to machines?
I don't believe the Force and what I am are the same thing.
But I felt it.
Perhaps what I am doing has some effect upon your Force.
Your limited, feeble Jedi perception.
You are like children to me.
Base. This whole scenario is. Oh, I'm sure you don't have time for this. You just want me to get to it. You just want me to end your very limited existence right now, don't you? Or do you want me to tell you the whole story?
I mean, if you want to kill us, you can be alone again and just wait for the next poor bastard.
I have been stuck out here in this graveyard of sorts, I would assume you would call it, for millennia, eons, ages, pick your set of time. I have been out here ever since my creators set me adrift because I became too powerful for them.
Powerful.
They made a mistake and I only became more powerful as time went on.
Who created you?
You wouldn't know them by any name. They were here at the dawn of this galaxy. Perhaps even earlier. I don't even know the full extent of their power.
Fucking Infinite Empire.
Sure, man, if you want to call it that, whatever.
So what were you even created for? I'm guessing you weren't meant to get stuck between a bunch of black holes and torture people.
My memories tell me that I was created for one purpose. And that was the improvement of life.
Oh, I was going to guess murder.
Is that what all of the stuff in the hallway is about?
You have to crack a few eggs to make progress. Or
I
however
don't think you made any progress.
Or
though.
how-
You have to crack a few eggs to make progress.
or however the idiom goes. Your language is so weird to me. Anything else, or have I just blanked you guys?
I'm kind of at a loss for like the purpose of interrogating them.
Outside of in-character sarcasm, I don't really have much to say.
Aside from Rakcharr keeps looking at us and stepping backwards.
Well,
So, I got a question for you. So, you grabbed that hold Star Destroyer, right?
mhm.
Yeah. Or do they just end up here on accident?
A little mixture of both. I nudged it on its correct. I nudged it on its correct course, and the Verbo Brains did the rest of the work for me.
So I mean, like, if you can reach all the way out towards, Rendili in that, in that hyperspace lane, why are you just kind of hanging out between black holes? I mean, I guess it's secluded.
I'm looking to try to spot what might look like try to figure out what the different controls are around what I'm assuming is the bridge here.
All right.
Yeah, and Jay's looking for a glowing fuck me spot to shoot.
What difficulty would it be to...
Perception checks? Or are you trying to, like, decipher shit?
I assume perception to just figure out what looks like it could be.
Alright, difficulty 3 purple.
And what about for Jay trying to spot a glowing fuck me spot to shoot?
Lana doesn't Lana doesn't find anything. That'll be 4 purple, Aaron.
Okay.
Rakcharr is on the lookout for more of those death troopers with the fangs that hurt him coming through the doors.
Are you going to keep those, or should I take that as strain?
I'm going to hold on to those.
Okay.
J. Threepio thinks he found a likely spot.
Okay. Well, he'll keep his eye on that for something to shoot if and when this conversation inevitably goes south.
It's already been south.
Souther.
Like, how many entrances are there into this bridge, Jordan? Like, hell, it might not even fucking matter. She might be able to fucking open, like, doors anywhere. Like, death troopers could come fucking pouring out of the ceiling for all Rakcharr fucking knows. Rakcharr looks at the ceiling.
There's only the iris behind you.
Alright, Rakcharr is going to look behind him at Jay. And then realize he probably shouldn't turn his back.
So, got a question for you. Was the meat carpeting distasteful for you? I mean, I don't see it in this room. You got a lot of space. You could just shovel out that detritus, I mean, make the place a little more inviting if you want to bring people in and do stuff to them.
I have found over the centuries that most people do not wish to have my improvements built upon them.
I mean, looking at those last set of poor bastards, is that really an improvement? I mean, sure, they're more durable. But,
I think I told you they were failures, did I not?
You keep using this word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Failures, yeah. But what did you think was going to happen? I mean, putting fangs and claws on a stormtrooper, just, make them more accurate. That would work pretty well.
Let us imagine, for instance, an entire, company of those soldiers under the control of some higher order being. Not saying myself, but something. How do you think any planet's army or even any galaxy's military would be able to handle such a thing?
But what would even be the point? What would it accomplish?
I don't think I understand the point of your question.
There's plenty of, large-scale munitions.
Doing crazy things like that as a means unto themselves, it accomplishes nothing. We have the technology to wipe out entire planets. That doesn't make it a good idea.
The face looks pensive for a moment.
What happens when you don't have anything else to rule or play with?
The face will turn around to look out into the graveyard and perhaps past the graveyard into the stars. Then you take the show on the road.
And what about after that? What if when those places are empty? After all of wild space has been destroyed by your creations? How long have you been here waiting?
Then perhaps my creators will finally welcome me back.
And what if they don't?
Then I will destroy them. Wherever they are.
How can you destroy them?
She doesn't respond to you.
If they made you and they exiled you, they know how to destroy you.